Bright Star is a long-standing bilateral exercise between us and the Egyptian government in order to work together closely with our good allied partners to develop better partnerships between us and to prepare for future endeavors together in the region.
Good morning to everyone and welcome to the opening ceremonies for Bright Star 17. A lot of hard work has gone into making this a reality, and it is a true pleasure to be back here again. And we all know we haven't been back since 2009, but we definitely look forward to being back more often.
Major General John Mott, prestigious attendees, welcome to all of you in the land of victories and legends, Egypt. This exercise manifests the bonds of cooperation and friendship that connects our countries and armed forces, so that we can be able to work together in countering terrorism and maintaining international peace and security to set an international example.
I would like to thank our Egyptian hosts for their gracious hospitality and for making us feel at home and allow us to build trust, strengthen partnerships, and enhance our capabilities. Again, I thank our Egyptian friends for hosting us, and I'm very much looking forward to the opportunity to work with them. It's critical for us to train with all of our partner nations throughout the entire CENTCOM area of responsibility. Egypt is one of our most long-standing historical track records of holding exercises together. It's an opportunity for us to get to know each other through best practices. The threat is different from what it used to be back in the day. You know, it was more of a conventional big force, and now the threat's changed. The world has changed, as we know, but the common threat that's out there that affects both of us, we'll be able to put our best practices together to learn from each other. It's critical because, each country that we deal with in our area of responsibility brings a different aspect, a different strength, and different challenges. What they're going to come away with is the field training exercise is more of a hands-on, where they practice both offensive and defensive operations, and they'll swap between the U.S. taking the lead and then the Egyptian forces taking the lead, and they'll go against a simulated threat and employ live ordnance while they're out there and be able to engage with each other, to do hands-on training with each other and get a closer understanding of their different techniques, tactics, and procedures that they use in simulated combat. and then also a senior leadership seminar where several different topics will be discussed on both the U.S. and the Egyptian side, and it'll be a roundtable discussion, and it'll provide good perspectives and insights into each other's best practices and the way their senior leadership thinks. Where we can learn from them and they can learn from us, so that overall, no matter where conflict erupts in our area of responsibility, the entire coalition, the entire nations that make up the CENTCOM area of responsibility are better prepared to come against any threats that face either us or the individual countries.
It is great to be here today at Mohamed Naguib Military City. I must say that this military base, the largest in the Middle East, is a tremendous facility and befitting one of the world's largest and most capable fighting forces. This is my first trip to Egypt in my position as the Deputy Commanding General of United States Army Central, and I'm glad that it comes during such an important occasion, the first Bright Star exercise since 2009. Indeed, I hope this is the first of many trips to this beautiful country full of such history and culture. I can't wait to meet each of you over the next few days in order to discuss regional issues and the broader United States-Egyptian military-to-military relationship. On behalf of General Votel, the Commander of United States Central Command, and my boss, Lieutenant General Michael Garrett, the Commander of United States Army Central, I extend to you our warmest greetings and regards. Lieutenant General Garrett, who has made 7 trips to Egypt in his time as the Commander of Army Central, reinforced to me before I came the importance of this relationship as we face down the multiple threats facing the region today. Indeed, our military relationship remains as strong as ever. Soldiers understand other soldiers. That sense of duty, honor, and common purpose that transcends politics forces us to work together to defeat the enemies of our common humanity. And the fact that we have so many of our allies in the room today is evidence of just how widespread that sense of duty is. Illegitimate extremist violence has been a fact of life in the Middle East, Europe, and the United States in recent years, but the terrorists are losing. That is why it is so important that all the allies in this room continually look for ways to improve our relationships, to improve our interoperability, to plan together, and to conduct exercises together whenever possible. Terrorist group successes depend on exploiting divisions, finding gaps in the politics and geography of the region in which they can recruit and grow their base. We must infiltrate these seams by sharing information on tactics, techniques, and procedures, by planning, by rehearsing, and executing operations together. This Bright Star exercise is our opportunity to do these things. The importance of Bright Star to our relationship cannot be overstated. We have been conducting the Bright Star exercises since 1981, with training focused largely on conventional operations. The nature of warfare has changed, and our forces must be flexible enough to conduct a range of different operations at the lowest tactical level. Without question, future exercises will need to focus both on conventional tactics, but also on how to conduct counterterrorism operations, and in many cases, how to use conventional forces and equipment to do those operations. Fighting jointly within coalitions and across all domains is the only way to fight an enemy that has shown itself to be increasingly adaptable and resilient. This must be our focus, as it is our charge. I want to note from the start that I have been receiving glowing reports about the success of this year's Bright Star exercise, particularly the command post exercise. I look forward to seeing the Combined Arms Live Fire exercise on Wednesday, which I have no doubt will be an inspiring and forceful demonstration of our capabilities. I also look forward to today's Senior Leader Seminar and an interesting and candid discussion on 2 topics of mutual interest to us: counterterrorism and counter-IED operations, focused on attacking the network to defeat improvised explosive devices. These 2 topics have shown themselves to be of utmost importance to our current fight, and we all have much to share and to learn from each other. Counterterrorism and counter-IED knowledge has been gleaned from years of hard fighting, and sharing our experiences is the only way to ensure an effective response to extremist terrorists throughout the region and around the world.
Okay.
And you'll be forward.
So it's okay for us to orient.
They're going to be like kind of behind.
Yeah, they're going to be exactly where the interpreter is.
What side of the actual force that's coming?
stop. We can't. I want to stop. We can't.